Welcome to Cabin Fever. This is a parody RPG horror game where you play as two sisters, and God, she is me for real. You're stuck in your dad's cabin, and your sister won't stop simping for every man that shows up with murderous intent. She even has a shrine dedicated to a hot goth detective, and I get it. But anyway, here are the content warnings, and please be advised that this is a parody game, but without further ado, let's get right into it. School's finally out. Well, not out. It's temporarily out, thanks to the holidays or something like that. College students rush out of Libretto University's doors. It's almost like they're kids again. They flock to their cars, their boyfriends, and they're so happy that they nearly trample each other to death. What an amazing start to the holidays! Like Mel, we're finally out of that dump. Not for long, Millie. But last month was so long. You'd be surprised at how quickly a month can go by when it doesn't suck. When it ain't filled with a shit ton of busy work, you of all people should understand. Like, what busy work? Millie asks so innocently that you can't tell if she's kidding or not. The homework? You know, the homework the professors have been assigning us since day one in this dump. Millie, don't tell me you forgot. Don't tell me that you haven't been doing any of it all semester. Millie's lips stay zipped shut. In the end, you decide that it would be better not to hear about Millie screwed this semester up. Alright, enough about homework stuff. Hopefully, this'll be the break we need. Like, yeah, we're gonna have so much fun at Dad's house. And just what made you think we're spending the break at his house? Like, his little house. I forgot what those were called, like, those little houses in the mountains? Where we can go and be one of all this gross nature stuff. That makes a bit more sense. I think Millie mentioned that Dad owned a cabin. You realize that you don't quite know where the hell you two are going. Millie hasn't told you anything about the cabin except for how it's in the middle of frickin' nowhere. It's just that Dad said that this cabin is just a massive heap of junk. So, why are we going to this hunk of a junk cabin? I'm like broke! I can't afford to go to a ski resort. You don't know if a $5,000 allowance exactly constitutes as broke, especially since that's more than Mom would make in half a year. I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. Just gotta keep it cool until break ends. Alright, let's head to the dorms. We gotta finish up packing. You think nothing of the heat overtaking your body. Thinking about Millie and that little comment about the allowance. You've never quite gotten used to those remarks. Just gotta finish packing. Then we'll get going. Right. Dough. Hey, sweet. Okay, what do I interact with? Jesus, this is kind of disorienting. I can't go between the TV? What? Hello? Can I interact with the TV? The television. You're not used to having easy access to one of these. Millie tends to complain a lot about how old and busted it is. Right, maybe I should head to the wardrobe? You don't need to take any more clothing. Besides, all the clothes in here are for spring and summer. What? Do you need to bring a bikini with you on a little mountain cabin? Well, you never know. You never know. Anything here? What are those little pill thingies up here? Yeah, probably mine. Anyway, for once, Millie seems to be a bit more prepared than you. She's already packed up all of her stuff into multiple suitcases, it seems. Right. Can I take the plushie? Can I not take the stuffy? I want to take the stuffy. Why not? The bed that you don't sleep on. Usually you're so tired from med school and Millie's antics that as soon as you return home, you flop onto the couch. Right, I guess I interact with this. Okay, time to get to work. Minigame time? It is minigame time! Click on the clothing to pick it up, then click on the suitcase to shove it in. Right, can I pick this up? Got clothing. Yoink. Put the clothing into suitcase. Got clothing. Clothing in the suitcase. Got a clothing. Clothing in the suitcase. But I want to close it. I want to close it myself. All right, got all the stuff I need, I think. I should watch the news. Weather's probably gonna be an absolute bitch. You're so boring, Mel. Why don't you watch My Seven Sister Wives instead? The news is boring. Millie, we're going in the middle of nowhere. I need to know if we're gonna be screwed by traffic or the blizzard. I'd rather not watch the fall of a glorified harem. Like, you're lost then. The hell do you mean by that? Go. What's the show about? Millie! Millie's gushing over the photos of Oliver Cypress. You don't quite know how she got a hold of some of these shots. What kind of shots are they? A TV, you're not used to having access to one of these. Okay, I guess I'll chill on the couch. You sit down on the couch and grab the remote. You then switch the TV on. Let's see. Good evening, citizens of Libretto City. There isn't much to write home about the weather. It's just gonna be snow, and... Oh, what's this? More snow. You're gonna be doing a lot of shoveling and backcracking. So you can fix your back by checking out lovely sponsors. Anyway, enough about the weather. Let's get on to the boring stuff. So you've all heard about those disappearances at Diamond Ridge, right? Well, the silly cops still haven't found any sort of lead. So if you're going to Diamond Ridge for the holidays, just cancel all your plans. Unless you want to disappear like these people did. Hey, Millie? Millie stops staring at the photos and walks over to the couch. Isn't the cabin at Diamond Ridge? Like, duh, it's at Diamond Ridge. Millie's clearly not thrilled about leaving her photos to answer your stupid question. Your stupid but important question that's totally not foreshadowing what's gonna happen next. Like, why do you need to know? Haven't you been watching the news? People have been going missing left and right there. You're telling me, like, now? Right before the trip? Like, yeah, I'm saying that now. No one knows what the hell is happening to those people. For all we know, some maniac could be cutting them up as we speak. And that gives me more reason to go there. Just about the last thing I want to do is die in the middle of frickin' nowhere. But we're not like them. We're not idiots. But I am! Yes. You two are non-idiots. You two are going up to the very dangerous Diamond Ridge. And for what? A stupid vacation. A very stupid vacation. And bingo, you hit it right on the nail. It isn't even like you guys... It isn't even like you guys don't have any other options. But somebody just had to have their stupid trip up in the snowy mountains. Why, the level of competence from you lot is just astounding. Huh, that's fresh coming from you. The same genius who ate every single weird compound during chem lab. We're like future doctors, so we can't be idiots. Oh, come on now. You want to know what all the C's and D's become here? Fast food workers? Janitors? Homeless? No, they become doctors. D-O-C-T-O-R, doctor. And if that doesn't convince you, remember that surgeon? You know, the one that managed to kill half her patients? She called it bad luck, but it was just her inability to distinguish a liter from a milliliter. She was having those patients chug drugs like they were at a frat party. So yeah, we're not exempt from being idiots. We certainly would be stupid to go to Diamond Ridge with all that BS going on. Like, seriously. You want to cancel the trip over that? I feel like this is important. No? I don't want to straight up cancel the trip, but I don't know. Maybe we could just go somewhere else. Like, who cares if people are dying up there? Tons of people eat pufferfish, even if a lot of people die from that. I'm just thinking practically. I'd rather not risk our lives for a vacation. Ah, you're such a hard ass. Millie? Oh, shut up. We'll go on the trip. Yeah, I said it. We'll go to Dad's stupid cabin. Like, I knew I'd knock some sense into you. No, you just gave a really sad face. Yeah, just like with everyone else, I always cave to what you want. Maybe I'm the murderer. The next thing you know, you're driving through the city, some sort of forest, and then the mountains. Millie sleeps as you drive. You never trust her with driving in this weather. Are we almost there? I'm so damn tired. Millie continues to snore as you wallow in exhaustion. You want to give her a piece of your mind. After all, she's been bugging you about this trip since the start of school. You'd think she would put more work into the trip. Not to mention how little she cares about those disappearances. You breathe in and out, just like Mom taught you to do whenever you want to punch through a window. Still, though, it isn't very fair. Maybe, just maybe we'll get along better after this trip. I mean, all this med school stuff has been really riling me up. You'd like to think that is part of why Millie's been so annoying lately. Though you're pretty sure that someone else had a big part in it. Way back when, Millie wasn't this parody of a rich, popular high school kid. Dad did quite a number on her, didn't he? It's in moments like this you're glad you wound up with Mom instead of Dad. Though, these moments are very few and far between. Yeah, looks like finally here. Wake up, lazy bones! Just like 10 more minutes. I need my beauty sleep so I look good. Nope, we're finally at the cabin you've been so gung-ho about. Millie groans as you drag her out of the car. You sure as hell don't look like you've kidnapped her. I'm like, going inside. Well, so much for getting her to help me with this. I'll get to moving the luggage inside. Alright. Yoink. You start to drag the heavy luggage. More minigames? Okay. Good thing I'm decent at these. Got luggage. Alright. Oh, God. Hey, hello? Hey, what is... What was... I didn't think the luggage could do that. What? A sign. What a sight to behold. It reads, "Welcome to... I am sorry?" You don't know who the hell approved of this sign. Huh. Well, I do, so screw you. Who the hell is building snowmen out here? I thought this was a private cabin. Okay, legit, who's been making snowmen out here? And do I not have nothing to say about the rock? It looks like a very nice rock. A good-for-nothing tree stump. Is it different for different tree stumps? Can I interact with all of them? Can I interact with all the tree stumps? I feel like they're important. I feel like they're important for the lore. The lore. Jesus Christ, I am really off today. But anyway, yoink. You threw the luggage into the cabin? Okay, let's drag the luggage. Let's freaking go. Yoink. Got the luggage. A little too early for my taste, but whatever. You threw the luggage into the cabin. Right. Yoink. If you wanted to, you could just drive the hell away from here. You're not gonna do that, right? And leave your dear twin sister alone here to rot? Hang on. It would be so funny if I do. It would be so funny if I could. Wait. Come on, you're not really gonna leave Millie here, are you? Hell yeah! You know what? Screw this. Millie can have this vacation all to herself for all I care. You get in the car and drive the hell out of there? Leaving Millie all by herself. Nothing bad will happen to her. Totally. I love staycations. It's impossible to die. Joke end. Screw you, Millie. Fine, I'll actually bring the luggage in. I should probably stop hitting shift as I move around. Yoink. Mine. And in you go. You continue to trudge through the snow with the suitcase. Who? Why? What? Why are you moaning? The words from the news ring clearly in your mind. Hey, whoever's out there, get a room or something! It's gonna take a lot more than some moaning to scare me. Right. Threw the luggage into the cabin. Right. Can I throw the car into the cabin? Can I do that? No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving Millie here alone. Also, I don't see anything different, so I thought, wait up. You didn't get a good look at the cabin while bringing the luggage in. But now that you aren't lugging the suitcases around, you know what? This place doesn't suck as much as I thought it would. Why? Like, this sucks. It absolutely freaking sucks. Whoa, Millie, what do you mean by that? What do you think? This place is so small. Well, it's only a few minutes into this vacation and Millie's already having none of it. God forbid the cabin is too small for her taste. Ugh. Does size even matter? It's not like we're even gonna spend most of our time indoors. For God's sake, this little cabin is bigger than Mom's apartment. At least now I know where that scream probably came from. Look, Millie, the size of this cabin shouldn't make you all pissed. I mean, the entire point of one of these cabins is to have easy access to nature or something like that. Like, of course your broke ass would know. Man, what the hell? Good God, is Millie that stupid? Your broke ass could probably beat her sorry ass. Don't strangle the the sweet sister. Maybe some food will cheer you up. You aren't you when you're hungry after all. You might actually be right. Haven't eaten anything all day. God, do you not have any survival instincts? Why do I have a feeling you're gonna be the first to die? Alrighty, there's gotta be something in the kitchen for us to eat. Yeah, like, Dad said that there should be some food in there. Right. But what if I leave? What if I don't? Because I saw there was like some... Oh, well, I thought this was blood, but it was just some leaves. God damn it. I thought it was something interesting. Okay, I might as well actually cook something. What is that, a scarf? Probably is. I thought it was a really long sock at first. Anyway, you doubt that there's anything edible in the fridge. The only food that will be readily available in this cabin will be non-perishables. Right. Anything here? Unfortunately, you're too short to reach the cupboard. God damn it! You're gonna need to find something to stand on. Maybe like this stool. You reset the stool's position by simply leaving. Huh. Strange. Yoink. Yeah. Yoink. And yoink. And that should be it. Hey! You climb atop the stool and open up the creaky cupboard. And there's food. Ugh, this stuff. You've got mixed feelings about this stuff. True, you grew up on it, but it's also got enough sodium to kill 10 grown men. You're not too keen on dying young. Whatever. This should be good enough for dinner. Got canned soup. All you gotta do is cook the soup. There's still some cans of soup in here. You don't take them, though. You'd much rather ration them out. Right. But where do I get the pot? You can't eat the stove, but you can heat something up on it. You heat the canned soup. Wait. Did we just put the whole can on the stove? Isn't that a little dangerous? And you sprinkle some spices in there. Where'd you get the spices from? Mom never used exact measurements. It's always a pinch of this and a dash of that. As someone who's had to use exact measurements for way too long, those vague ones are refreshing. Use the canned soup to make soup. You ought to go and share this with Millie, like the good sister you are. But what if I don't wanna? What if I save the game and I just leave right now? Yeah, I'm gonna share the soup. Wait, hang on. Can I can't use the... Wait, perfect for heart failure! Excuse me? Hey, food's ready. The two of you sit on the couch. You feel your body sink into the cushions. It feels unreal to you. After all, You're used to couches being so hard that your butt hurts just by sitting on it. Sitting in front of the fire on a soft couch with a bowl of warm soup makes you feel all cozy. The soup really isn't anything special. You prepared it in the exact same way Mom did. A couple of spices here and there, and a bit of garnish to be fancy. But still, it's a hot liquid running down your throat on a cold day. How cozy can you get? For the first time in a while, you feel relaxed. That is what vacations are meant to do, right? And it seems like the same can be said for Millie. She's finally shut up about this vacation sucking. So, how'd you like the soup? I know it's cheap and you can get it from a gas station, but it's not bad. Much better than what Dad always said it would be like. I learned a thing or two from Mom. She always really knows how to make this garbage taste like heaven. It's probably gonna send us to heaven, where we'll meet a bunch of hot angels. Yeah, this stuff is literally called heart fail. I know how it didn't get recalled earlier. What was it like with Mom? The question catches you off guard. Mom feels like such a distant memory that you really can't describe life with her. You want to forget that life. Billy sure as hell isn't gonna be the one to make Mom resurface. Come to think of it, why is this stuff in the cupboard? How did Dad get a hold of this? Who cares? It's still food. Yeah, but it's got me thinking. How long has it been since someone's been up here? Mel, now you're getting all boring. You didn't even answer my... Okay, I'll stop with my worrying. But has anyone been paying for... the electricity? Well, that's just swell. What the hell? Cool it, Millie. It's nothing to be worried about. Mom taught me how to deal with this kind of stuff. The fuse box should be outside. All I gotta do is fix whatever's going on with it. Hurry up, Mel. I'm not gonna be able to take pictures in the dark. Pictures? That's what you're concerned about? Millie nods her head. As much as you want to lecture her about priorities, you've got bigger fish to fry. I guess I'm getting out of here. Are you legit just gonna chill here? Millie's tapping her feet on the wooden floor. What if I don't? The mop is doing a good job at, being a mop? Okay, what do I do with the firewood? Very flammable. Got it. Wait, anything to say about this thing before we go? I can clip out a wall? Hello? Okay, what's this? Heavy luggage. You hate lugging it around. Maybe that's why it's called luggage. Huh. Never thought of that. Anywho. Why? Strange. Why is there a snowman out here? All right, Millie. When did you come out here to build a snowman? No answer. It's getting cold out, don't you think? I mean, the wind's blowing so strongly that it knocks the snowman's head off. Hello? And off comes his head. Oh, where did your head go, Mr. Snowman? We should retrieve it. Mel's mortified at this sight. You can't bring yourself to scream. You know it would be a bad idea. However, whatever did this, if they hear you, they'll come after you. And Millie, of course. You rush into the cabin. Thankfully, Millie's okay. Millie, come on. We gotta go. Mel, I'm busy here. Millie is holding her goddamn brick phone. You're able to barely make out some words over the receiver. Miss, how the hell did you get this number? Oliver, who cares how I got this number? We're practically dating right now. Look, I'm sorry if I gave you that impression, but we aren't. I don't even know you. You want to strangle the hell out of Millie? She's concerned about her parasocial relationship with the hot detective? A detective, huh? Give me the phone, Millie. What the? Oliver, my stupid sister's assaulting me. Can you, arrest her ass? Millie keeps a tight grip on the phone. Stop it, Mel. Oh, no. I need to tell this dude something. You're gonna steal him from me, aren't you? I'm sorry. Steal me from you? Yeah, my sister is gonna steal you. Millie, you don't even know me. Like, yeah, I do. In all honesty, you think it's dumb you're fighting with your sister over a stupid goth guy. Especially when there's a much more pressing matter at hand. You finally managed to snatch a phone from Millie. You hold it over to your ear. Hello, Mr. Cypress. We've got a bit of an issue, and I'm so sorry that my sister has been annoying the hell out of you. Is the issue related to a domestic dispute? What? No, it's more related to your field of work. I kinda found a body. You kinda found a body. Well, not all of it. There was just the head. You can hear movement from the other end. It sounds like he's grabbing a pen and paper. Could you tell me where you found the body? Your mind immediately goes to... nowhere. Yes, that's actually the name of this place. So the two of you are at Diamond Ridge? Yep. I'll ask my captain to dispatch a team there, but I haven't a clue how long it will take. I'd estimate 5 days. What do you mean 5 days? We need to complete forms. Then the team has to reach Diamond Ridge, which won't be a quick task in this weather. And I'm sorry that it can't be done faster, but as long as the two of you can get to safety. Hello? Don't even bother. Whatever that was absolutely fried the phone. The hell was that? Like, who cares? You just broke my phone. That is what you're concerned about? Your damn phone? What else would I be concerned about? Someone's dead, Millie, and their body's right inside the door. You go to open the door. Don't you dare. You know, I think that guy's trying to keep us safe. Okay, hang on. Ah! Damn! Well, you tried your best not to scream. Whatever the hell that was already knows where you are. Like, that just happened. That's all you're going to say to this? To a freaking maniac who's probably gonna gut us? There's no way in hell that this maniac isn't the one behind the disappearances. I'm going to bet money that this maniac is not the one behind the disappearances. That is not my problem. That's the problem of whoever the hell he killed. Where next? That just came out of your mouth. We're med students. Like, we're used to seeing bloody stuff. Oh yeah, we've seen a head ripped off of a body like a plant. You know what? Screw this conversation. I don't know why I expected you to care. You turn to the door, and there's a little sticky note attached to the handle. Don't bother trying to escape. I'll know, and then I'll taste the two of you sooner. Of course, I'm not so evil. I'll make an exception if you get that little gift I left for you. Wouldn't want the two of you to lose all of that meat. You're pretty sure that this is from whatever that thing was. You're really regretting agreeing to this vacation. You were right about this probably killing you. And as much as you want to tell Millie I told you so, it just wouldn't feel that good. You really didn't want to be right. You're now up to day 1. Would you like to save the game? Oh, yes, please. Okay, thank you. You are now Millie. Well, this is very, Coffin of Andy and Lele. Mel heads off to sleep. You decide to do the same. You really don't give a damn about Mel's worries. She worries way too much. You really struggle to get 12 hours of sleep. You only got 10, thanks to Mel's nightly ramblings about dying to some creepy antler dude. You wish that she'd just shut the hell up about that kind of stuff. You just want to have fun. But hey, one good thing came out of that little spat you had with Mel. Mel called Oliver Cypress. If you're lucky, he'll come to the cabin and sweep you off your feet. Then he'll take you away from your Debbie Downer of a sister. Dull white light hits your eyes, forcing you to wake up. Looks like Mel's nowhere to be found. Ugh, like, Mel's up already? No wonder she's always so cray-cray. It would be a good idea to find Mel. Shouldn't be too difficult to do in this sorry excuse of a vacation home. Right. A cheap-ass bed. You hated sleeping here. A cheap bed. You don't know how Mel was able to sleep here. Nothing to say about your clothes? Clothes. Very flammable. Alas, you wouldn't dare to light this aflame. Not yet. I have a feeling that's foreshadowing. What's up here? Oh, this is downstairs. Mel is frantically going through the luggage. Maybe that's how she copes with pressure? You never understood why she does more work when stressed. You'd rather go on a shopping spree. Huh? What are you doing up so early? Like, I felt like getting up. Well, could you be useful and get a fire going? Why don't you do it? As you can see, I'm busy. With what? I'm trying to find food for us. There's gotta be something in the luggage. Ugh, like, whatever. As much as you want to ignore her stupid pleas, it is getting a bit cold in here. You probably should get the fire going. Right, firewood. Got a log. And put it here. You begin to light a fire. Yoink. I have a feeling that's gonna be important later. Use the log to start the fire. I did want to check out the other room. Oh, man! There's no reason to go back up now. Right. That's good. You finally figured out how to get a fire going. Like, I'm not that dumb. Says you. Oh, come on! Are you seriously, like, hung up about yesterday? That's all bridge under the water. Water under the bridge. You can't even get the damn saying right. Either way, like, I don't get why you care so freaking much. You know, I was hoping that some sleep would allow you to understand the severity of our situation. But looks like I'm gonna have to spell it out for you. We're trapped, as in if we try to escape, that maniac's probably gonna rip us to shreds. Really? That's the big thing that's got Mel all pissy? And here you were thinking that she was pissed because men like you more than they like her. God damn it, Millie! So what? I don't see how that's gonna screw up the vacation. Millie, what the hell? Our lives are at risk. I've been checking all over the cabin. Remember how yesterday we had noodles? It's all gone. Every last bit of it. That's why I've been going through the luggage. I know that I packed something in here. Huh. In that moment, a brilliant idea forms in your hollow head. You have been quite hungry, but you're sure that whatever Mel finds is gonna be absolute crap. Assuming that she doesn't make you eat the ash from the fireplace. Mel would be perfectly fine with letting the both of you starve for a good few days. It's all for survival, she'd probably say. We really don't feel like learning the feeling of starvation. Why don't we eat that lovely fellow outside? It's like fresh meat. You've been craving some well-done steak anyway. Mel's expression is flat. But how? How could she be so opposed to your foolproof plan? She wanted food and there's meat right outside the door. Why, any lone animal up here would kill to be in your position. The meat is asking to be eaten. Plus, it's refrigerated. Well, it's frozen out there, so, it's fresh. It isn't even like it's rotten. The snow probably preserved its freshness. Ha ha. Very funny, Millie. You're so good at getting a chuckle out of me. It is a good idea. And I saw the note. Antler Guy said that he'd make an exception if we ate that meat. Millie, get it through your thick skull. This is all some elaborate plot by that maniac. Watch, we'll go out there, grab the body, and then he'll nab us like it was nothing. And besides, that's not even getting into the fact that we be eating someone. How could you be so okay with that? Why is that the first thing your mind goes to? Well, clearly you can't find anything, and I'm starving, so... From the luggage, Mel pulls out Macho protein? Food! Yummy food! Like, how'd you know I love these? Ugh, liar. You call this gross hippie shit. Well, I'm so hungry that I could eat, like, the charcoal in the fireplace. Then why don't you? Like, I'm too good for that. And yet you're not so good that you won't eat another human. Yeah, I so believe you. Now, what do you think is gonna happen between these two? Sharing is caring. There are gonna be rational doubts. They're gonna gut each other. They're gonna gut each other out. You know, it would be really funny. Yeah. And the correct answer is, like, it's mine now. Hey! Well, you should run over the granola bar. Wouldn't want that bitch to hog it. In 3, 2, 1. What the? Oh, no, you freaking don't. Mel grips your arm tightly. You can feel your arm slowly going numb. When did Mel get this strong? Like, let me go. Oh, hell no. You're not gonna hog that all for yourself, are you? You know, I was gonna share with you before you ran off. Like hell you were. What does Mel need it so badly? She's probably used to starving. But you, rich girl Millie, nah, starvation is beneath you. The two of you play tug of war for the granola bar. You emerge victorious. Like, who has the bar? Me! You hold your arm up to display your prize. You're empty-handed. Wait, where is it? You should have it. Didn't you steal it from me? I don't have it. Your butterfingers must have dropped it. No, At that moment, you begin to smell something. It smells like roasted nuts. Mel's head perks up. Looks like she also noticed. Welp, there goes the granola bar. In the end, the fire won this little fight for food. It would be dumb for Mel to be pissed. After all, she did nag you to get the fire going. Besides, it isn't like there isn't any food at your disposal. Of course, the way that Mel is looking at you begs to differ. You've seen that kind of face on magazines. Magazines that show the faces of children from third world countries. The face that thinks everything is absolutely screwed. Mel doesn't deserve that face. Not when she's so damn stupid. Especially when she has the audacity to call you stupid. You're sure she's gonna start nagging at you about responsibility and all that stuff. Come on. Say something. I'm going to bed. Didn't you just wake up? I'm not wasting any of my energy on this. Mel walks up the creaky stairs. You thought that she'd stomp up there, but she doesn't. Night quickly falls over Diamond Ridge. You don't know what the time is, due to the lack of clocks here. Usually you check your phone, but somebody just had to go and break it. Mel stayed true to her word. She's been asleep the whole time. You're happy about that. What, with how bitchy she's been? Dad always said that Mom was quite the bitch, making mountains out of molehills. Mel's the spitting image of Mom. For better or for worse. Mostly worse. The only good thing about that is that Mel isn't ugly as hell. Mom's always been quite the charmer. She's almost as pretty as you. Maybe she actually cared about important stuff instead of silly academics and survival. She wouldn't be so hot-headed. Hell, it's no wonder no one at school likes her. Her anger is so contagious that you're practically stewing in it. For how set she is on survival, however, she's so stupid. Why are we arguing about food when there's fresh meat outside? It isn't fair. It isn't fair that she's blaming me. Like, I haven't done anything wrong. It's all on her. It's no wonder why Dad wanted me over her. Day 2. You're now up to day 2. Would you like to save the game? Yes, please. Thank you. And I am now the smart sister. Hell yeah. You spend the night tossing and turning. And all because of a granola bar. We find it incredibly difficult to blame it on your generally neurotic attitude. given the entire situation you're in. You're not really in it with Millie, it seems. You wake up to darkness. You slept through most of yesterday, and yet you're still as groggy as you were when you only get 2 hours of sleep. Must be the hunger pangs. You gotta get started on chores. Someone's gotta do them around here. Even if you're exhausted as hell. Yeah, can I not put the jackets away? No, what's here? Yeah, the bathroom. You always thought the bedrooms with built-in bathrooms were fancy. You don't need the bathroom right now. Right, I guess we're going down. It's still dark out. Are we not gonna talk about the blood? Ugh. You wish to tell this winter to go and screw itself. Ever since it started getting darker much earlier, its sense of time has been becoming more screwed by the minute. Now that you don't even have a clock, you can't tell if it's evening or dawn. Whatever. It's not like it matters. I need to get that fire going. Are we not going to talk about Deer Man? Deer Man? If worse comes to worse, this could be a source of heat. It's pretty much useless otherwise. Right. I guess I should get the fire going. Log time. Get a log. We're gonna run out of firewood soon, huh? Right. Log time. You begin to light the fire. And your blinkies. Use the log to start a fire. You're now in the mood to clean up a bit. You might be trapped here, but you might as well make it a bit more bearable. And maybe it'll get Millie to stop bitching about everything. What's up with all the blood? Picked up the mop. Alright. We not talking about this? Ha! Very funny, weird maniac. You should clean this. Preferably before Millie wakes up, given how eager she is to eat a person. What? Clean it, please? Mopped up the blood. Yoink. Mopped up the blood. Yoink. Mopped up more blood. And mopped up more blood. Seems like that's pretty much it for today's chores. What am I doing with myself? Stupid as it sounds, you begin to think about what brought you to this point. How you went from med student to staying up in the middle of bumfuck nowhere cleaning up blood. That maniac did something to get blood all over the cabin. And it concerns you that they got inside. How unfair. They can come and go as they please, but you can't? Clearly, they're toying with the two of you. They could at least abide by their own convoluted rules. Slowly, light enters the cabin. It's quite the welcome sight after hours of darkness. Hello. Oh, of course, that tranquility all but vanishes the moment Millie comes down the stairs. Like, you're up early again? Someone's gotta keep the cabin in check while we wait. Ugh, this was supposed to be a vacation, and here I am, all stressed out. Really? You? Stressed? Like, all you've been doing is yelling at me and stuff. How else am I supposed to, feel? You're also pretty sure that she's stressed because she has no mates to tend to her here. Even if you do end up doing everything for her in the end. Part of you wants to show her what real stress looks like. Well, maybe if you didn't lose that granola bar, I wouldn't feel so compelled to yell at you. You feel your voice morph into a sad parody of Mom's. Like, I get it. I'm the worst sister ever, right? You think that I'm useless, right? And now Millie's acting like Mom? Oh, goodness. How you've defiled her Valley Girl energy with your edgy loner aura. Millie, that's not what I'm saying. It's just this entire thing. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. What else are we supposed to eat here? How the hell are we gonna survive for? I don't even know how many days. Oh, and don't forget that if you screw up, I'm probably also gonna die. Now you care? Yeah, I'm starving now. While I was sleeping, I could hear my stomach and stuff. You could probably go on a few more days like this, assuming you don't pass out and crack your skull open. But you're smart enough to know that it's a bad thing you're used to so little food. You think back to all the BS Millie was spewing out yesterday. My God, I'm not actually considering it, am I? Unfortunately, if we don't make the choice, Millie will... Well, Millie probably will, with all her nagging. You don't know how Millie doesn't express any ounce of discomfort at the idea. There's no in hell that it's a survival instinct of hers. Millie's the type of person to try and drown a fish, for crying out loud. You decide not to dwell on it. Waste too much energy for your liking. We're actually gonna cook the person, aren't we? Mel hits upstairs to sleep like the lazy bum Dad said she was. You wish she'd heed your words from yesterday and grab that handsome fellow from outside. Your stomach has never felt so hollow. Somehow, being this hungry makes you feel like you're gonna vomit, even if there's nothing to vomit. Except for stomach acid. Ugh, everything's hurting. This feels like the last time I ate everything during chem lab. You're pretty desperate to distract yourself from starvation. Until you get an idea. Huh. I think I brought my camera with me. Let me just find it. Right, should be in the luggage, actually. The camera isn't here. Just all of Mel's stuff. I wonder if there's a granola bar in here. But upon rummaging through it, nada. Like she's smart enough to even pack them, but not enough to pack enough for me? Okay. I knew I, packed it. I'm practically starving. Perfect for a photo shoot. Well, that's one way to look at starvation. Dad always said not to be so negative, like Mom. Guess that bone thin from starvation is a positive, right? Even if it means nearly blacking out. You start to set everything up for taking photos of yourself. Maybe these photos could get you a modeling job. After all, you literally are starving. Agencies love that stuff. It would be much better than becoming a doctor anyway. Look at you go, getting all your shots in. If there's anything you're decent at, it's this kind of stuff. You actually plan on taking some photos out in the snow. In a bikini. It's avant-garde enough to get you noticed. But this also works. You're pushing your top up a bit to show off your ribs. Fashionably prominent ribs. Oh dear God. Keeping your bones inside your body is overrated. Why not show them off to the whole world? Like, for some reason, starving makes this photo shoot more fun. I could have done this at the dorms, but it wouldn't have hit like this. Hello? Hi? Aren't you hungry? This sure as hell can't be good. Never have you ever felt so lightheaded. Never have you ever felt as if your body was so heavy even while starving. Well, I, don't feel so good? You fall to the ground with a loud thump, enough to finally wake Mel up. Ugh, Millie, what are you? Millie? Millie, wake up! Millie? Oh, shit. Shit, this isn't good. Calm yourself, Mel. She's still breathing. Day 3. Definitely saving. Here we go. You drift into unconsciousness, dreams filling your mind. Usually they consist of lots of hot men. So you hope that you have a dream like that. Mel, can't we go to the park? No. Mom and Dad said no. Only Mom did. Dad said we could do whatever we want in the city, whenever we want. I don't know, it seems like a really bad idea. Who cares, as long as it's fun? It's better than listening to Mom and Dad. Why can't we just stay in our rooms like we usually do? It's boring, and Mom and Dad yell too loudly. It's so annoying. They're gonna yell louder if we do whatever you want to do. Only Mom will, and it won't be at us. It'll be at Dad. I think your priorities are in the wrong place. No, they aren't. It can't be wrong for me to want to get out of here. And I know that you want out too. No, I don't. And even if I did, this will be a dumb plan. Mom always says, screw what Mom says. She's always ruining our time together. Millie, we're going to get in trouble. Mom said that if we screw up too many times, it'll be why... She and Mom dinosaur each other. Yada yada yada. Divorce, you mean? Yeah, I think that's it. It can't be that important if I don't even remember the word, can it? You'd be surprised. Remember when you forgot what homework was? Like, that isn't important. It's so boring. Mel continues giggling. It's always what makes you happy when she's like this. You wish she wasn't such an uptight, serious sister 75% of the time. I knew that'd get you out of that mood. Wasn't really a mood. Come to think of it, we can spend a little bit more time at the park. Sure enough that Mom doesn't notice. Yay! Huh. You didn't dream about dreamy men. What a bummer. How long have you been asleep for? You're used to sleeping for 24 hours straight. Never more than that. It's so early that it's still a bit dark out. Mel's like up early again? I guess she is. Anything to say about the toilet? Ugh, the bathroom. Your bathroom back home is complete with its own pool. What the hell? This, in comparison, is absolute trash. Right. Mel? Are we finally doing the thing that you say you didn't want to do? In the darkness, you can barely make out Mel's ponytail and the faint glint of a knife. And... Yeah? Millie, you weren't supposed to. The bloody knife shakes in Mel's hand. Like you actually did it! I knew it was a good idea. Well, looks like Mel stopped being a freaking idiot. The body lays there, all carved up. Mel, like, what's with the long face? You say that as if your twin isn't clutching a bloody knife over a mangled body? She's totally upset because her clothes got screwed up. Obviously. Millie, go back upstairs. You've seen enough. I don't think I will. This is actually, like, fun. Fun? What else would it be? Mel stands speechless from your enlightening words. Look, I've got no clue why you're so eager to watch this, but please leave for God's sake. But there's so much meat. I'm like actually excited to eat this, aren't you? What in the actual hell, Millie? No, you're just going crazy from starving. Like, yeah, I'm crazy hungry for meat. Rare, well done. I didn't, think about it. You start to think about how you want the meat cooked. All the while Mel keeps gawking at you. Like, what is it now, Mel? You're so okay with this? Like, yeah, why wouldn't I be? Your silly sister stares at the meat, as if she didn't just desecrate it. Actually, scratch that. Desecrate would imply that she freaking ravaged the thing. The cuts were done with precision only a future doctor could have. Or a future butcher, for that matter. But that doesn't matter. There's fresh meat! Why are you so upset? It's food. Food you've been bitching about. You just don't get it, do you? Who's the one who's been dealing with your bitching? Me. Who's the one who carried you up the stairs when you had to pass out from your damn photos? Me. And who's the poor soul who had to chop this guy up to feed her ditzy sister? Freaking me, Millie. It's all me. Like, I never asked you to chop him up. Well, you seem pretty eager to see this. I thought that you were the one all about survival and everything. Ugh! If it's like the police are concerned about... Oh, God freaking no, that's not my biggest concern. Mel places the bloody knife on the counter, her head hung low like a dog being told off. Looks like you won. Come on, Mel. It's not like anyone will blame you for butchering the guy. Huh. No response. Good God, is Mel being a broody loner again? You're not just gonna stop chopping up the steak. I mean, body, right? Not when you've gotten so far? You resolve to do something you haven't done in years. Fine then, I'll do it all by myself. You pluck the bloody knife off the counter. You get to cutting up the meat, all by your lonesome. In any other situation, you would have had someone else do it for you. This is different, though. Hey, Millie, don't cut along the glutes. Huh? You're practically chopping his ass cheeks off. Here. Mel walks over to you. Well, I imagine they'll be able to come up with some amazing steak with this. Ever since you reunited with Millie, she has both confused and annoyed the hell out of you. This is one of those cases where you've got no clue what she's thinking. Is she really that desperate for food that she'll actually do work? Or is it something else? You and Millie lit the fireplace for the last time. You're out of firewood now. But you have food! Very questionable food, though. Millie hasn't been as annoying. Sure, she was complaining when she found you all bloody. That seems to have stopped, but you can't tell if it's because she finally got her way or because you stopped showing any remorse towards your actions. For the time being, at least. Even though the two of you just cooked apart a body in the fireplace, it hasn't fully settled in that you did just that. In fact, you don't even feel like you're here anymore. It's like you're watching one of those hilariously screwed up reality shows like My Seven Sister Wives. Ew. At the very least, you know that those shows are a manufactured reality. This is too real for you. Yeah, enough of that. You're gonna pass the hell out if you don't get to eating. You can't bring yourself to even take a sip of the broth, thanks to how coppery it smells. No matter how much you and Millie tried to barbecue the body, the scent never went away. You could just say it's a little gamey. No, excuse me! Millie, on the other hand, is scarfing him down like it's nothing. It's so good! I don't even care that it's rare. Yeah, real good. So good that I don't even want to touch it. Like, you're not even gonna take a little bite? Yeah, I'm getting to that in a sec. You slowly press a metal spoon to your mouth. The broth is slightly red. Yeah, rare meat, my ass. You don't even know how the hell to cook a body. No shit is probably gonna give you some disease. It's much, much better than starving. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. It's all for survival. Come on, just eat it. As your teeth rips into the meat, you can feel the warm blood filling up your mouth. The metallic odor fills your nostrils in that moment, make you want to hurl. Alas, that will be a terrible waste of food. This poor man. I feel like there's gotta be some twist at the end of all this. You've always had a knack for memorizing shit. That's part of why you're so good at med school. On the flip side, it's not really good for forgetting about eating another person. If Mom were here, she'd be all gung-ho for eating a corpse. It's cheap, efficient, and reduces waste. She's all for cheapness. That's why she'd act like her. You just can't understand where Millie's eagerness comes from. Let's think about it from Millie's perspective. 1. There aren't any fancy restaurants to eat people in, so Millie can't brag about it. 2. Millie's probably the pickiest eater you know. Never has she deviated from her pumpkin cinnamon lattes. You doubt that she'd be eating other people to expand her taste or some rich person BS like that. And 3. Eating humans isn't all that trendy. The only thing you can think of that explains her desire to eat another person is desperation. She did pass that after all. But that wouldn't explain her eagerness. You're all for survival, but that doesn't mean you like it. Good God, I'm not actually gonna do this, am I? Millie, you up? Like, now I am with your tossing and turning. God forbid you don't get your 16 hours of sleep. You're gonna wake up late tomorrow, aren't you? It's early for me. Millie, you know what exactly we did, right? No shit, I do. And he was tasty! Bravo, you have instant regrets upon turning to your not crazy sister for reassurance. Mel, not this again. How could I not go on about it? We ate a person! Mel, it isn't our fault that we had to eat him. It really doesn't matter, Millie. It doesn't matter whose fault it was that we had to eat him. We still did. And he was a person with a life. Friends, family. I know that I'm sounding cheesy and shit, but it's true. It's got me thinking about what could happen to us, you know? No one would give a shit if it was us. Really? Well, screw you for trying to actually talk to Millie. For how much of a rich kid Millie is, she sure as hell acts like Mom. Minus some of the immense snark. At the very least, Millie didn't straight up tell you to cry about it like Mom probably would. That can't be right, though. Wouldn't Dad throw a hissy fit if something happened to you? I don't know. If I die, Mom will probably take a glance at my obituary, then get straight back to whatever the hell she was doing. Sheesh, Dad wouldn't be like that if I died here. And how do you think he'd feel if some maniac ate your corpse? Like, it's just a circle of life. Millie! Like what? That's just what Dad always says. Whatever happens is all just part of nature, even like cannibalism. Whenever you try and remember Dad, you always picture him as some tree-hugging hippie. Looks like you were right. I don't know why I thought I'd get you to understand. Mel, it isn't even your fault. Like, I've been trying to tell you. Like, there was literally no other option. Would you rather us eat each other? Oh, hell no. You probably taste god-awful. If that guy tasted like metal ass. Like, your taste buds are ass. You can't believe that you're joking about cannibalism of all things. You've joked about all sorts of things, like medical mishaps, Mom and Dad's divorce, and literal death. Somehow, this crosses the line for you. Is this what cabin fever is like? Are you really going nuts? That's probably the meat. Day 4. Yes, of course I'm gonna save the goddamn game. Yes, please. Are we playing as Mel or Millie? Still Mel, it seems. Hello. Oh, God, hello. Why are you mad? You put it in this situation. Why? We ate the dude. What do you want? The hell? Like, shut up. I want sleep. Now, wait a damn minute. And there stands the being that's kept you trapped in this godforsaken cabin. Right at the foot of your goddamn bed. From the corner of your eyes, you can see Millie staring at this frickin' maniac. Like, you're actually kind of hot. Oh, hell no, Millie! Wait, let her cook! You pull Millie off the bed, probably twisting her arm somewhere. No, it would be a very, very good idea to run! We already ate your dude! Millie, come on, we gotta get out of here. It's stuck! What's wrong with that? The antler dude's gonna screw us over! Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, get your mind out of goddamn gutter, Millie! Like you're such a buzzkill. Just help me get this unstuck. Okay, I am spamming. Kill! Yeah! Got it! And Millie rushed the hell out of the cabin. Do you think we lost him? God, I hope not. Millie, what the actual hell? Like, didn't you see his abs? You're not gonna go on like this, right? Of course I am. Is that what I sound like to y'all? Well, at least we can finally get out of here. Stupid bitch didn't even think about the fact that we got a car. He definitely did. You pull out the car keys from your jacket pocket. Ta-da! Millie, the car keys are literally right. Ah, god damn it. You clearly don't have the keys. That stupid angler. He did think of the car. A hot and smart guy. Millie! Look, even if we think about it from your perspective, what if the dude's ugly under the mask? Personally, I wouldn't take that. Like, he has abs and is a killer. That's perfect. Okay. Now you're starting to get likable. Looks like your heart is set on this guy. Like, if it doesn't work out, I can just make Oliver Cypress save my ass. Then I'll have a hot goth detective wrapped around my finger. Hey, hold that thought. When do you think this guy's even gonna get here? I forgot how much time passed since we called him. I don't know. You shouldn't be keeping track of that. Well, there's nothing stopping us from walking our asses out of here. Mel! Millie, I don't know how long it's gonna take the authorities to get here, but I don't want to stick with whatever the hell that dude is. We should, like, stay put, though. Yeah, I know we should. That's probably the most rational thing you've said so far. Unfortunately, Mr. Bloody Antlers is probably gonna frickin' rip our heads off. I don't know about you, but I do not want to get a front seat ticket to that. What the hell is this Antler guy's deal anyway? What does he get off on? Oh no. In that moment, you realize that you're screwed. Absolutely, positively screwed. Go on. Finish what you were saying. We were just saying, Go on. Like I'm not even here. Wendigoon! I mean, you didn't say anything shitty about me, did you? You did. That's why you finally shut the hell up. Like, stop speaking to Mel, speak to me! Looks like Millie is gonna use the tried and true method of hitting on the maniac. Now, do you think it'll work out? Find out in the latest episode of I'm Gonna Try and Date an Antler Killer. Let's get the show on the road. And Mel, stop looking so damn scared. You think I'm hot, right? If you mean tasty, then yeah. And that boring bitch behind you too. Oh, don't look at her. She's a buzzkill that's gonna go on about how it's wrong to eat people. You certainly don't take any offense to that. God, she sounds like my sister. Ah, so we have, like, something in common. We can bond over our Killjoy sisters. Mine is dead. Oh, my bad. She's why I'm like this. You know why winter sucks? Food, or rather, the lack of it. And you two should know. So, my village was kinda in a famine or some shit like that. Can't even remember. Sadly, my sister and I were alive during that time. Boo-hoo. But I had the best idea to stop us from starving. What the hell? We can't do that. Why not? It's literally our only option. Do I have to tell you this again? That's how Wendigos are born. No shit, I knew what the myth was. Basically, if you eat another person, you become a monster or whatever and go on to be a freaking maniac. Oh, but for God's sake, I was starving, passing out left and right. She was getting on my nerves so much. You ate your sister? Huh. Neat. I almost regretted it, but at least I didn't have to put up with her nagging anymore. But of course, if she saw what actually happened to me, she'd probably be like, told you so. Yeah, it turns out that Wendigo myth was real after all. So yeah, that's pretty much why I'm stuck being a psycho antler guy. Any questions? So like, when do we start getting horny? Yeah, I've like, got a question. Whoa, I'm so freaking sad. I feel so bad for you, Edgy McEdgy. Like, I have a question. Was your sister tasty? God, everyone I tell that story to asks me that. Yeah, she was freaking delicious. Whoa, you ate your sister, and she was tasty? My freaking god. Get your mind out of the gutter. How can I? You got us into the gutter by talking about eating your Wait a minute, that's not dog! God, what is with these jokes? Literally, no one asked about your sad backstory or whatever. What? Do you... Like, yeah, he clearly fantasizes about us finding him so cool and relatable. You bitches can't talk like that. He almost cannibalized someone. Hell, the two of you were supposed to turn into Wendigos. Well, I didn't, like, eat my sister. That was your master plan? To turn us into Wendigos? Either that or I was gonna eat you, which I was counting on. So hungry for women. You know how few women come up here? And that sucks because they're the most... For the love of God, don't finish that sentence. We, like, already get the idea when you said your sister was tasty. Millie, no! You know what? Can't believe I actually gave you a chance. I'm done. I'm done waiting for my meal. Oh, the two of you are in some hot water. It's beginning to look like pissing this Wendigo off was a shit idea. If only Millie's knight in shining armor was here. Hey, I'm sure we can resolve this without eating Millie or me. Nah, two of you lost a chance as soon as you said some degenerate shit. But we're like too hot to die. Yeah, what she said. You're surprised that Millie isn't saying you're the ugly one. I'm gonna have fun eating you annoying bitches. The phrasing, my dude! Well, looks like this is the end of the road for Mel and Millie Derelict. When they had their funeral, no one... Get away from them! A guy rushes up in front of the both of you. His build is incredibly lanky. How in the ever-loving hell is he supposed to beat a Wendigo up? This is the person who's gonna defend you harlots. It's my job. Oh my god, he's hot! It's my job to protect innocent civilians from the likes of... I don't even know what you are. What the hell even are you? Okay, I have a new ship. I don't know who this man is, but like, I need to see them both going at it. I need to see them both tearing each other apart. And by that, I mean ripping their clothes off and getting real down and dirty in the cabin. Your deadbeat dad. Happy now? Clearly, that struck a nerve with the young man. Like, no, you didn't. Now, that was way too low. Goth lanky guy, I wouldn't take that. Millie catches a glance of the man's cold eyes. Like, is that... Oliver Cypress? Well, say goodbye to all things good and happy. You're in for a treat. Like, take me now! What in the... Bottled up emotions are never good, especially not for Millie. It all comes bursting out like a horrible cascade of bleach you wish to pour on your eyes, so you may never know what Millie's cursing your eyes with. Never have you wished for that lanky antler guy to gouge your eyeballs out. Millie, what in the ever-loving... Get out of the damn gutter! Please stop. I have a job to do, and this is not exactly comfortable. But we're like destined to be together. I know just about everything about you. That's like a can of worms I don't want to open. I like know about your favorite coffee, your favorite book, where you shop, where you sleep, and oh, a bit of your DNA. I know it. How exactly did you get a hold of my DNA? Don't listen to Millie. We're suffering from a severe case of cabin fever, and it's been such a bitch to my poor Millie. Right? Like, I'm crazy in love with you, Ollie. Well, it's official. You want to blow your brains out with whatever magic that Wendigo was using. You guys were supposed to pay attention to me! When did this become a massive orgy? You know what, Antler Guy? You can eat me. I don't think I can tolerate this anymore. I think I'm actually gonna vomit. I gotta get out of here. I'll get you hotties and that golf guy too. he legit just peaced out, just straight up like, well, now it looks like Millie's horny idea worked out better than you thought it would. Even if you want to vomit your guts out. And Millie's happy too. Like, my hero. Now that there is the face of a man who's trying to process that Millie has access to his DNA. Looks like that was what Millie was spending her lab time on. So, are the two of you like, okay? After all that? I'm like, way more than okay now. Well, I'm fine as any person would be in this kind of situation. Which is very much not fine. You two look exhausted. I'll get the two of you in the squad car quickly. The two of you are too exhausted that you both fell asleep upon reaching the car. Day 5. Okay, I guess I'm saving. Okay. You and Millie drifted in and out of consciousness within the small car. Before you know it, you're out of Diamond Ridge. And away from all that scary BS. Hey, Millie, you awake? Like, I've been waiting for you to wake up. It's good to be out of there. I was getting tired of seeing nothing but wood and stuff. Yeah, but I, left most of my stuff at the cabin. I think that should be the least of our concerns now. But my camera and all my designer clothing. You realize that we survived some supernatural shit, right? Like, yeah, and we got saved by a hot guy. So that's what you're happy about. You're pretty sure that Millie saved your asses thanks to her questionable behavior. You know that Wendigo's story was pretty freaking dumb and all, right? Like, it felt like he was just coming up with it as he went. Yeah, but can't you see that that sort of thing happened to us? The entire starvation thing? Why are you, saying this? You're not gonna look into it, are you? It's just, we did the same thing. We ate. You quickly hush your voice. Wouldn't want Oliver to hear about the very illegal cannibalism you guys did. We ate that guy, Millie. Why didn't anything bad happen to us? Let me think. Simple, we're too hot. That doesn't sound right. I'm trying! The two of you sit in silence for a bit, as Millie tries to think. You're pretty sure that whatever is gonna come out of her mouth is gonna be some shit about being hot. Again. Well, it wasn't like we actually killed the guy. That hottie both killed and ate his sister. There's no way that was the reason. We didn't, eat each other, though. I think the guy just wanted an excuse to kill his sister. He might be onto something. Although I was this close to strangling you when we lost the granola bar. Speak for yourself. I wanted to, shove you into the fireplace. We got out with both our asses still intact. And without killing each other. Yeah, I guess we're good now, right? Millie? Millie's fallen asleep. You're not surprised. What would I do without you, Millie? Millie naps peacefully on your shoulder as you think about how maybe your relationship with her isn't totally screwed. You're probably gonna process the cannibalism another time, maybe for New Year's. But for now, you're just glad that the two of you are getting along. Maybe, just maybe, the two of you could have the relationship you had when you were kids again. Ending. Repaired relations. Anyway, that was Cabin Fever. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And gotta say, I enjoyed the story. It was a little campy, and admittedly, there were some parts that did make me cringe, as you guys did see. But I believe that the whole idea behind the game is that it is meant to be campy. It is meant to not take itself too seriously, and this was very different from the previous game I played from the developer, which was Exercise Me, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. But either way, hey, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.